Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing,
doing
Starkey?
well. I say that way because you just came from a teleconference where James Franklin was asking how you were doing as well.
Yeah. We were exchanging pleasantries, and apparently he didn't hear me hold up my end of the bargain. I said, "Hi, James. Or how are you?" And apparently that didn't come across on the phone, so there was a little kerfuffle about that.
This is going over social media now. You're
Yes,
out there with this.
yes,
This is beginning to be
problematic.
problematic. That's the offense is like for Penn State. They've had a week off between Michigan to get ready for this big Ohio State 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
Hope you can meet deadlines for that one, Mike. But because right now, the expectations for this offense, what do you think has happened during this week off? What do you expect to see come Saturday's game?
Well, coming from Franklin's press conference, which I am, I don't expect to see a whole lot different because he is convinced that less is more. We've got to get really good at the things that we want to be good at, and we're not going to like tear apart the offense and start over in the middle of the season, which is what he was saying, I think that's pretty much how he thinks, and that's probably how a lot of coaches would think. And so that didn't surprise me that he said that. He did think they made a lot of progress in the last couple of weeks in terms of leadership and guys taking ownership and guys had captains meetings, and he's getting text messages from guys that indicate to him that they're thinking about what more they can do and thinking about the program and things like that. So he was very, very strong with that kind of stuff. But as far as X's and O's, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot different.
I'm shaking my head because I've heard from a lot of different readers, as I told you last week's show, that they're not going to go for that kumbaya type approach right there. Oh, we're thinking more about it. What can we do to make this better? Mm-hmm. They wanted to see some changes. The Central Florida game, you had some high expectations. They rolled Hackenberg out. They did some things down the field with Gino Lewis. We haven't seen it. In fact, we didn't even see Gino Lewis. For Penn State to have any chance to win this game against Ohio State, I think a lot of people believe it comes down to the defense. So what must this defense do to hold Ohio State in check?
Well, Ohio State, 4 weeks in a row now, has scored 50 points and racked up 500 yards. Now, I don't think they have not done that against the defense at the level of Penn State's, and they have not really played a road game yet. Their only road game was on a neutral field against Navy. That doesn't really count. So they really they're playing with a redshirt freshman quarterback because Braxton Miller, their expected to be a Heisman candidate quarterback, got hurt in the first week of the season. So they've been playing with this kid. He's been playing very well. He's made a lot of progress, but I don't know that he's quite faced what he's going to face on Saturday night, both in terms of atmosphere and in terms of the defense. And the defensive coordinator of Penn State, Bob Shoop, is a guy who really, really likes throw a lot of things at you. A lot of blitzes, a lot of formations, a lot of position groups, and I think he will throw the kitchen sink at this kid. So the way Penn State can win this game is to disrupt this redshirt freshman quarterback and make him make mistakes.
It's a whiteout. It should be a great atmosphere up there. But Ohio State played Penn State last year. It was a blowout game, and Urban Meyer used this. He likes the spotlight. Why?
Well, he thinks his team is. He thinks with some justification that his team is one of the one-loss teams that still has a chance to be in this national championship playoffs. And he said last week, "We're really looking forward to making a statement on the national stage in prime time on television next Saturday," meaning against Penn State. He kind of arguably ran up the score last year against Penn State, and Bill O'Brien was less than thrilled. And if the opportunity presents itself, I think he'll probably do it again because he's trying to play to this committee and try to be one of these four teams that obviously they'll have to win the rest of their games to do that, which is a big if. So that's what he'll get the opportunity to do that. But Penn State's defense, I think, will have something to say about that.
So you have Ohio State trying to make a stand for the rankings to get into the playoff picture. Penn State, this could be a last stand for them as well because if they lose this and it becomes a blowout, the trickle-down effect from that could be with motivation, with the mindset of this team, could have ripple effects, correct?
I think it could. It could even impact recruiting. There's going to be a lot of kids there, and in the last couple of weeks, things have not gone great for Penn State in recruiting, although they've gone phenomenally well before that. So things resonate. We talked before about that Sam Ficken field goal that in the first game of the season. If that doesn't go through the uprights, which it kind of barely did, a lot of things are different. Well, a lot of things can go a lot of different directions based on what happens Saturday night.
And we've said that, but you know what? I thought Michigan on the road was going to be a tough win, and they lost that one.
Yeah.
And I thought Central Florida in Ireland, the first game of the season with Central Florida, a lot of veterans, So the record could be. It's just that they seem like they've
4-2.
regressed in the same areas.
Yeah.
4-2 is not bad.
Yeah.
Big week this week, and if they don't win this week, foreseeable wins in the horizon. Who do you see?
Well, Illinois and Temple certainly, and
Which
the
makes
rest
bowl
of them,
eligible.
I think they have a shot against Indiana. They probably have a shot against Maryland. They have a shot, but I don't think they're going to be favored I think they're only going to be favored in those two games, Illinois and Temple.
Which, if they win, then makes them bowl eligible. But if they beat Ohio State in this big atmosphere this week, could go the other direction.
Absolutely.
Real positive
Lots
finish.
of things change. It's a long shot, though. Let's be honest. It's a long shot.